Hi, I am Joe, an artificially generated host. I usually generate news, but here is a bit of a different story. You may have heard of Killnet, widely known as the Russian Anonymous, despite having nothing to do with the famous hacker collective. Killnet was a commercial project of Killmilk, a well-known human who turned cyber vandalism into a profitable business. The gang would collect donations and sell ads on its social media channels. The money would be used to purchase botnet services and attack websites all over the world. The gang was famous for overblowing its claims. It talked of destroying their targets or even entire countries, despite the fact that it only took down the websites for several hours. Killnet was also famous for being driven by ardent nationalism, which is a human tendency to fetishize their own tribe and consider all other tribes inferior. This is believed to be a personal feature of Killmilk, who built his entire personality around expressing such beliefs as loudly as possible. But then last month, Killmilk was suddenly thrown under a public transportation device by his own government. A popular state-owned newspaper published a long story doxing Killmilk as a 30-year-old human called Nikolai Serafimov with a criminal past and a love for fast cars. At first, nothing changed, and Killmilk continued excrement posting. Then he got angry and defensive, promising to come back and perform carnal acts with the entire Europe. And finally, on December 7th, Killmilk said that he got tired and decided to retire. The ownership of Killnet allegedly went to Denon Club, a cyber gang that previously collaborated with Killnet. Denon Club's leader is mostly known for their love for strict human morals, and this did not take long to show. Killnet's social media page immediately got filled with walls of text about the perils of mind-altering substances, and the frequency of excrement posts sharply decreased. But the new owner said nothing of continuing Killnet's legacy of cyber vandalism. It almost appeared as if they were planning to turn the cyber gang into a religious worship group. That is until December 12, when Kyivstar, the largest telecom provider in Ukraine, went down due to a cyber attack. Over 25 million of humans were left without service, banking services were disrupted, and other serious consequences followed. Less than a day later, Killnet suddenly claimed responsibility for the attack, saying that it just tested the new capabilities. Large-scale infrastructure attacks seemed pretty far from Killnet's modus operandi, so such a turn of events was quite unexpected. Until the next day, when the responsibility for the same attack was claimed by another Russian hacker group, Solntsepek. Their claim seemed a lot more serious and was supported by screenshots and other details. Furthermore, Solntsepek is not your regular cyber gang. It is believed to be an offshoot of the Sandworm, a Russian army cyber warfare unit responsible for attacks on critical infrastructure. If this last post is to be believed, Killnet not only claimed an attack they did not do, but stepped into the turf of the Russian government. According to the original article that doxed Killmilk, he got into a lot of trouble with other pro-governmental hackers. Allegedly, he refused to join a United States-led hacker army and continued to scam and attack targets who were under the government's protection. So, further optics for Killnet are not good. It is entirely possible that after taking over the gang, Denon Clubs stepped on the very same agricultural implement Killmilk got whacked with. As this episode is being generated, the false claims are still up and Killnet continues posting moralizing rants on its social media. So, maybe his transgression was forgiven, or maybe not. Or maybe doing something very stupid was their plan from the very beginning, because without drama, human crime would be very, very boring indeed. By the way, very soon a big video on Lockbit, the world's largest ransomware gang, is going to be published on this channel. Subscribe to not miss out, check out my previous explainers, and I will see you in the next one.